Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Matt here. Hope you're doing well. We finally made it. This weekend is the weekend of Alien Romulus. This is kind of the prequel sequel in the Alien franchise. It's it's in between Alien and Aliens. And the sequel to Alien and the prequel to Aliens. And it actually works on that level. I hope you enjoyed my Alien series leading up to Alien Romulus. You can check out those videos in the channel, or I'll be linking some of them at the end of the video. So be sure to check those out if you haven't already. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But let's get into it. I was looking forward to this movie. Obviously, I'm a huge Alien fan. I've been a fan since 1997, and I saw Alien Resurrection, and then I went back and saw the other Alien movies, and then Prometheus, and then Alien Covenant. I've also seen Alien vs. Predator, both of those movies, but since this was more on Alien, I didn't want to do those films also. I also like the director. Fede Alvarez steps in. This is not a James Cameron movie. This is not a Ridley Scott movie. Fede Alvarez is known for horror, like the Evil Dead remake in 2013, and in 2016 he had Don't Breathe, another great horror film I like him a lot. So I was looking forward to him stepping into the Alien franchise that started out as a horror franchise. The first one is known for as being a horror film. So they, you're gonna get a director who's known for horror to come in and now do his own Alien movie. Maddie. You have Cailee Spaeny, who's on the rise in Hollywood. She really is becoming the next Hollywood star. She was already in Civil War this year. Last year she had the Priscilla movie. She's also been in like Mad Times at the El Royale. I think she was in the second Pacific Rim movie. And she's already lined up. She already has the Knives Out 3 movie she's filming right now. I mean, you also got Isabela Merced in here, who I also like. She's also has a 2 films already come out this year. Madam Web, not good. But then she did Turtles All the Way Down. That's on HBO Max. Really good movie. She was really good in the movie. So, and when the director said he's going to go back to the basics, it's going to be a horror movie. We're going to have a lot of practical costume designs and animatronics. I was like, oh yes. You got my ticket. Positive. Cailee Spaeny is our main female character in here. Her name is Rain in the film. I think Cailee Spaeny did a really good job. She has great chemistry with David Johnson, who's a robot slash brother. You get into that storyline. And Cailee Spaeny works well off of him. He brings a lot of range, whether it's being that sisterly part, or being, emotional, scared, then being a badass in the later half of the movie. You get such a range out of her, and I thought she did a really good job. Well, again, one of the strongest suits of the Alien franchise is their female characters. Ripley, even in the sequel, in Prometheus, you had Naomi Rapace, and then in Alien Covenant, you had Catherine Waterston, and here it's no different. Cailee Spaeny does a great job. David Johnson is the MVP of this movie. He plays the android Andy. And he is excellent. I mean, something happens to the robot in the middle, about after the first act in the movie, and he almost becomes somebody else. And just the way the actor is able to do one personality and then change to another is just amazing, and you buy it. Then in like his relationship with Cailee Spaeny, and I mean, like I said, he does a great job. One thing you can say also about the Alien franchise is the robots almost steal the show. Whether it's Ian Holm in the original, whether it's Lance Henriksen in Aliens, whether it's Michael Fassbender in Prometheus and Alien Covenant, the robots know how to put on a show. One of the greatest things about this movie is the practical effects. I love that Fede Alvarez went back to the basics. And considering this movie takes place between Alien 1 and Alien 2, both movies use practical effects, animatronics, people in suits for the aliens. I love that Fede Alvarez did that, because I think it would have looked very weird to watch Aliens and watch this movie and then Aliens and see all this CGI in the middle. It would have really been weird. So the facehuggers, we get a lot of these little motherfuckers in this movie, and they're all animatronic, and there's a lot of them. There's not just one, there's a whole bunch of them, and it is scary. It's freaky. To the point that I've been watching these movies, like I said, since '97, and this is a movie that really creeped me out when it comes to those facehuggers. And to the point that this morning, I was getting ready for my day, put my keys in my pocket, and I have it on a chain that you can either put it on as a necklace, around your neck, or whatever, and the end of it hit my leg, and I freaked out. I literally jumped. I mean, I was like, oh my god, it's a facehugger. And then like the practical bodysuits for the aliens looked great. I love that they went back to the basics. This movie is very bloody and very gory, which isn't surprising for an alien movie, and I love how each kill in this movie is different. It's not all the same. You got chest butts. You got the acid dripping on someone and them slowly going through their body. That was something we've never seen before. You got the scene where the girl puts the X-ray machine, and you see the alien bursting through the chest plate. I mean, you got so many different kills in this movie that is just wow. This movie has atmosphere, suspense, whether it's like a lot with the facehuggers, a lot of suspenseful moments. That's what you want in an alien movie. You want to be on the edge of your seat. You want to be especially in a dark theater, you're even looking around, like, where are they? Where are they? Where are those xenomorphs? Where are those facehuggers? I love how Fede Alvarez brought that suspense, that atmospheric feel, especially in the cinematography, the lighting. Feels very much claustrophobic, dark lighting, like in the original, like in Aliens. I love how Fede Alvarez brought that back to the series. Then you got the sound design. Like I said, this takes place between Alien 1 and Alien 2. And you still get that same sound design, the same technology, computers, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean. It's all there. It feels you can easily watch this movie after watching the original, and you would think it's all. They filmed this movie between '79 and '86 at some point. The music, the score is great. You only got some new pieces of music. You got the Alien theme in here. They even bring in the Prometheus theme from the Prometheus movie. That's the other thing. I love how Fede Alvarez didn't just throw the Prometheus and Alien Covenant movie to the side. Prometheus definitely plays a part in this movie. And I love how he was able to bring that movie into here. A lot of people don't like Prometheus, but it actually, I would say you have to watch Prometheus Alien 1 before seeing Alien Romulus. And I love how it also connects to all, just like people say that Skyfall, the James Bond movie, kind of has this celebration of the franchise with little Easter eggs and little nuggets throughout. This Alien movie, even though this isn't like some giant anniversary for the franchise, this movie finds a way to put little moments in the movie that if you're an Alien fan, if you've seen all the Alien movies, you're going to notice that's from Aliens, that's from Alien 3, that's even from Alien Resurrection, that's from Prometheus, that's from Alien Covenant. So like I said, if you're an Alien fan, you're going to notice those moments. And I liked how he did that. I thought Fede Alvarez did a good job here. He made it his own. He brings a lot of interesting ideas, I like how the beginning of the movie, like the first 15 minutes, we're on this planet with this community and these people and how they live, how poor they are. Even though this is in the future, you see flying cars, but you see how this society, this community lives, like homeless people. I like that. It brings a sense of, you get to know these characters and their background in the world and why they want to go where they want to go. And then when Fede Alvarez brings that horror element that he's known for. This is definitely a horror movie. So if you're wanting to go back to that part of the Alien franchise, that horror element, this is it. My negatives, even though I really enjoyed this movie, there are some things that did not work for me. Number one, we do see a character brought back from the original 1979 movie. That's right, from the original. I will not say who the character is, but they CGI'd the character. Number one, because the actor is dead, and that's not a spoiler because almost all the actors from the original movie are dead, except Sigourney Weaver, so that's not telling you who it is. But they CGI'd the face and not trying to make the face look like the character from 1979, or at least after 1979, and we are still not there with CGI and de-aging a face, especially when the character is dead, or the actor is dead. Now, what I was fine with is Fede Alvarez does have a lot of shots where it's a wide shot and the character's in shadow, so you don't really see all the face. Those scenes work. Or when the character is on a computer monitor, those are fine. But when you have a straight, dead shot on the face only, you definitely can notice CGI and the de-aging doesn't look that great. I think you would have been better just keeping a lot of the shots either on a monitor or wide shots. Developing the characters, this is a small cast. You got a very small cast in here. About 4 or 5 people, and that's it. I would have liked to spend more time with the characters. One of the great things about Alien 1 and Aliens is each movie is 2 hours long, but they spend a full hour, that first hour of each movie, is developing the characters before we get to the horror or the aliens or the action. This one I feel like we only spend about 30 minutes or less until we get into the alien, the facehuggers. So So I would have liked to spend a little bit more time to develop some of the characters. Like Isabela Merced. She's in the movie, but I don't feel like we don't spend enough time with her. We get just enough information about her, and that's it. Then we have another character who's kind of like an asshole character. You know, he's the typical asshole character to the robot. So, you know, we get that cliche. Then we have another character where we really don't get any. The girl who has the chest buster coming out. We really don't get to spend time with her. So, like if we spend time with Cailee, Spaeny, David Johnson, and the other main male character, who's the brother of Isabela Merced, and that's about it. So I would have liked, that's only like 4 or 5 people. I think we could have spent a little bit more time developing these characters, or spending time with them before we get to the action. And like I said, that's what makes Aliens so great. And then the third act. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about the third act. Fede Alvarez is known to, you know, go crazy and wild in his third acts. Just watch Don't Breathe, or his Evil Dead remake in 2013. And this one, here's my thing. I'm not going to spoil what happens. Yes, there's a moment that's like, oh my god, he's really going there. But then I go, okay. And I don't know if it was the design of the creature or what, but something did not work for me. One, I think it was too short. This is like in the last 10 minutes of the movie, which is no different from the original Alien, where when Ripley gets on the ship and starts to fly away, and there's an alien on that ship, and she has to battle in the last 10 minutes of that film. But I think this was something where maybe a little bit longer would have helped. Also, I think the design of the creature, I would have liked to see more action from that. And it also reminded me of Alien Resurrection. Like I said, this movie has certain Easter eggs, certain moments that, you know, harken back to each Alien movie. And the third act, to me, reminded me more of Alien Resurrection, that third act. And a lot of people don't like Alien Resurrection. So, maybe when I see it again, maybe I'll change my mind. It wasn't a deal breaker, but it also wasn't like all the hype that I've heard, like, oh my god, that third act. What a mind blown. It didn't mind blown me. I didn't have anything coming out of my chest. Oh, nope. Other than that, I really enjoyed this movie. This is a true sequel to the original. This feels like a great movie that you can watch Alien and Aliens in this movie, and it fits. You don't have to go and watch Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection or whatever. But you do have to watch Prometheus. So yeah, I think it fits between the first and second movie. And I think it's a worthy prequel. But like I said, overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I would give this easily, though, a 4.6 out of 5. I think it's a worthy sequel, a worthy Alien movie, definitely. Fede Alvarez put his stamp on it. He's curious where they go from here. Whether they continue with certain characters that do survive at the end, or decide to tell a whole new story. Maybe we'll actually get that movie that we never got, where Neil Blomkamp comes in and makes an Alien movie that's a true sequel to After Aliens, with Sigourney Weaver, Michael Biehn, a grown-up Newt, and that would be a good idea. Well, let me know in the comments below, did you see Alien Romulus? Were you a fan of the movie? Were you scared at certain moments? And how would you put this in the other Alien franchise movies? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Mad here. Once again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment.